Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Digital Classroom. And how the heck did I shoot this one? Now this one isn't that interesting for lighting, but there is a tip in there that I wanted to share with you guys. Now when you shoot two models in a set, it's always important to realize that you want both models to be about equally sharp. Now it's no problem that the front model is sharper than the back model, of course, but you don't want the one in the back to be totally out of focus. So that means that we have to take into account, of course, our aperture. You don't want to shoot something like this on 2.8, for example, because then, well, Nadine would be sharp and her son in the back, Yoni, would be unsharp. But first, let me talk a little bit about what we're actually doing. Nadine is pregnant, and during these workshops, we decided to do some with pregnancy shot, of course, because, hey, that's interesting, right? Now, in this case, the story was actually that Yoni, her son, is feeling a little bit let down because there's a new kid coming and, well, he feels a little bit in the back. So we decided to put him in the back in this set and just focus everything on Nadine. But I still wanted that expression of Joni, and that's why we needed Joni to be at least sharp enough to recognize that expression. But there's something else. Of course, with your aperture, you control your depth of field. But how about lighting? Because if you only light one model, it's easy, right? You place your lighting, you take out your light meter, you meter 5.6, put your camera on 5.6, and that's it. But if you have two models, there's something called the inverse square law. Light falls off over the distance. So with two models, it's very important to realize how far from your main subject did you place your lighting. Now in this case, I place my lighting under an angle. So that means that I'm lighting both Joni and Nadine. Now, of course, the light has to be further away than I would normally do. But hey, that's great for this set because, well, normally in our studio, we of course use our click backdrops, we use our painted walls, or we use seamless. But sometimes we also build sets, like for example here with our removable walls. And in this case, we actually choose the pink. Don't you just love that pink? And in this case, it's very important to also create depth in that set. So that means that I want that whole set to be lit. Now, of course, you can use a softbox with a grid for that, but then you only aim your light at one person. You can use a softbox without a grid for it, but hey, then you only light the set from that front side. If you want your light to spread out more over the set, we have this great softbox for you, and it's called the Lantern from Gigoto. The nice thing about a lantern is that it's not black on the side, so that means that it also emits lights from the sides, especially when lighting sets and backdrops, of course. That's great because now you have a sort of omnidirectional light source. And that's actually what we use here. So, after figuring out the distance by using a light meter, it was time for the expressions. Now, storytelling is a huge part of something like this. And I wish I had more time to really dive into this during a workshop. But most of the times I'm really pushed for my time because we also have students that want to shoot. So what I decided to do was just put Joni in the back, make him look really sad, hold a sword maybe to put a hole in all those balloons, and Nadine, of course, super proud in the front, posing like a model. But hey, we can talk about this for hours. Let's take a look at the behind the scenes video so you can see the lighting setup and just get some of the fun that we had during this photo shoot. As you can see, a really simple lighting setup. And trust me, lighting doesn't have to be focused all the time. Sometimes lighting a whole set with two models with one light source can even be more difficult than just focusing your light on a model. I hope you enjoyed this behind the scenes video. If you want more, subscribe to our channel, leave comments below, and of course smash that like button. But most of all, tell other people about our channel so we can grow and give you more content. See you again next time. Bye, guys.